Has it ever happened to you that you pick jungle and without realizing it, they're already blaming you for everything? The jungler didn't rotate, they stole the turtle, or we lost because of you. Today, I'll share 7 essential tips to help you improve as a jungler in Mobile Legends. Whether you're new or have been playing this role for years, these tips will help you level up. So get comfortable, adjust your retribution, and get ready to carry games. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Optimize your farming route. Not all junglers should follow the same route, and that's something many people overlook. Your best path depends on your hero, the enemy team, and your team's starting positions. For example, if you play as Ling, Hayabusa, Guxion, or Fanny, you'll need constant energy, so it's best to start at the blue buff. If you're using junglers like Martis, Helcurt, or Leomord, who depend on basic attacks and physical damage, start with the red buff. Go for the blue buff, then seek an early gank in the furthest advanced lane. Once you've reached level 4, always take advantage of the first few seconds of the game to watch how the enemies move. If you see that they're helping on top, maybe you can invade the opposite side or take a more aggressive route. And a very important detail, don't stand still between camps. Every second counts for farming. With a clear strategy, reach level 4 as quickly as possible and position yourself near an objective. A poorly executed route can set you back by 10 to 15 seconds, and that can be the difference between taking the turtle or losing it. Tip number 2, objectives and turtle. Neutral objectives are key: gold, experience, and map pressure. Take the crab. When you finish your route, don't leave it for the enemy. And when it gets close to minute 2, keep your retribution ready and prepare for the turtle. If you can't fight for it with your team, you have 2 options. The first is to try to steal it. For that, try to stay hidden until the last moment without getting killed, and steal it with retribution. Or you have option number 2, which is to steal the enemy jungle. If possible, the blue or the red will give you enough time to steal one of them. Tip number 3, rotate smartly. Many junglers try to be everywhere at once, but rotating isn't just running around aimlessly. Good rotation means moving with a clear goal. Before leaving your jungle, ask, has your mid laner cleared the wave? The roamer can help you if the enemy is overextended or playing very defensively. Are you level 4 with your abilities ready to gank effectively? If those conditions aren't met, it's better to keep farming than to force a pointless play. If you see the mid and roamer pushing, you can rotate with them to gank the gold lane. That creates a numbers advantage and can secure a kill or even a tower. But if you go alone while your team is under the tower or clearing a wave, you'll most likely end up wasting time or dying. Another key is using the map's information. If you see that the enemy jungler is at top and you're at bot, you can take advantage of it to start turtle if it's on your side, invade the enemy buff, or gank safely. The key is to play with the map, not against it. Also remember, rotation isn't mandatory. Every minute there are moments to push, but also to scale, farm, and calmly prepare the next play. A smart rotation is better than 3 bad ones that hold you back. Tip 4, invade with purpose, not on impulse. Many junglers try to invade blindly and end up giving away kills. Invading only works if you have an advantage. That advantage could be a higher level, information about the enemy on another part of the map, help from the roamer or the middle, or control of the previous objective, like the turtle. Also, when you invade, keep these 3 points in mind. First, have your skills ready. Second, use retribution at the right moment. And third, make sure you can get out alive. For example, if you see the enemy jungler at the top and you're at the bottom with your mid and roamer nearby, you can invade their red buff and punish the enemy. Or a stolen buff leaves the enemy without experience and out of rhythm. If you take it from Fanny, Karina, or Ling, you neutralize them for minutes. Can invading smartly win games? Tip number 5. Build your setup according to the match. The worst trap is always using the same build. Every match is different, every enemy is different, and you have to learn to adapt. If the enemies have a lot of magic damage, go for a shield, Athena, or radiant armor. If they have a lot of physical or critical damage, buy an ancient breastplate or ice dominance. You're an assassin with low durability. Add at least 1 situational defense item. If you're losing, don't build only damage because you'll get deleted instantly, and don't go full tank either. If you need to kill the enemy marksman, how should you build? It will decide if you survive, get the kill, or do nothing. Know your items and don't be afraid to experiment. Tip number 6. The map is your radar, the minimap is your best ally. As a jungler, literally, it's your map. To win, look at it every 4 or 5 seconds and check who's missing, where are the enemies. Are your lanes winning or losing? With just one glance, you can decide whether to gank, invade, rotate, take an objective, or retreat. For example, if you see that the enemy mid is alone and your mid and roamer are pushing, it's the perfect time to force a play. If you spot 3 enemies at top, calmly take lore at bot. Don't play blindly, and remember that information is power. A good jungler isn't the one who reacts, but the one who anticipates. Tip number 7, lead by actions, not by spamming. Being a jungler isn't just about farming and getting kills, it's also about leading the game. And no, that doesn't mean typing in chat every minute, much less flaming a good jungler. He knows that his job is to make decisions and set the pace of the game. And what better way to do it than by using ping signals? Do you see that the turtle is about to spawn? Ping on time, not when it's about to die, but in advance. So your team can position themselves you want to invade with a ping, but also move toward the area so your teammates can follow you visually. Do you see your marksman, Flamenco? If you're out of position, ping to fall back. And if he doesn't listen to you, at least the rest of the team will know what's going on. When you make good decisions and play with confidence, your team starts to follow you without you saying a single word. It's the kind of silent leadership that wins you games. And if something goes wrong, what could happen? Avoid blaming, disconnecting, or tilting. Focus on basics. Farming, vision, and objectives. Because in Mobile Legends, games can be lost in a minute, but they can also be turned around if someone takes control. And that someone could be you. Well, folks, those were the 7 tips that will help you become a smarter, more efficient, and more dangerous jungler. Which will you use? Were you already using any, or did you learn something new? Let me know in the comments. And if it was helpful, you already know. Like, subscribe and share it with your team or your duo. I'll see you in the next video then. Bye.